Hello kiddos and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I need more lighting. I'm gonna spit out my gum. Today I have a chill video, but a very highly requested one. I'm so excited to share with you guys how I moved out after I was scammed $2,000. If I can make it, you can make it. Before we start, I just want to say that this video is sponsored by Revlon. They reached out to me because they're coming out with their new Photo Ready Candid Foundation and I'm wearing it right now. Look at how nice it looks. It comes in 31 shades, you guys, which is amazing because brands lately have been really slacking on that department and I'm really happy that they delivered. It doesn't have any oils or parabens or synthetic dyes in it, and you guys know I love me some natural products. It's infused with vitamin E. I love vitamin E. If I enter this sweepstakes, you have a chance to win $4,000. And this is all to travel and to accommodate yourself in New York City. You will get $100 in Revlon products, a one-day mentorship with Revlon executives, and a photo shoot, which will be featured in Pop Sugar and Bustle. So obviously, I know y'all would want to probably participate in that, so I will have everything in my description so that you guys can follow all the rules. So definitely check this new foundation out and also enter the sweepstakes, please. Because if one of y'all win that, that's amazing. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing. I was really honored that they asked me to participate in their campaign with their message, I can, so I did. So it all started about a year ago. My mom decided to move to California and that's why I visit all the time. She got a new job and she was, so excited, but I have all my friends here. My boyfriend lives here. I just felt like I couldn't leave and I was like, I'm 22. I think it's time to kind of leave the nest. And mind you, I'm the youngest. So in my mom's side. And she only has 2 daughters. So it's just me and my sister's 28. So obviously she's a little bit more like, oh my god, like that's my little baby. So it was hard for me to already make that decision, but I was like, okay, let me just ask around. One of my closest friends from high school, shout out to Emily, she had just moved into this new place. It was a 2-bedroom. So I was paying rent. I was paying for the room basically. And I'm gonna tell you all the details, so I'm not gonna hold back here, okay? I paid $500 a month. So that's how it all started. I was like, okay, my mom's moving, I'm staying here, let's make this shit work. I had unfortunately quit my job because originally I was leaving with my mom before I made the decision to stay. So I had quit my pet sitting job. I also lived really far away and it was like a 40-minute drive to the pet sitting area, which also meant I had to drive even more. So it was just too much. I was like, I'll just find another job. And now I didn't have anything saved up. Like I was just like, oh, I'll just get back to work and that's how I'm gonna pay. I didn't save up any money. So I only had what I had in my bank account, which was later on swiped by a douchebag who wanted to scam me. So everything was going okay until I was like, okay, well, let's just look for a new job because obviously I can't live like 40 minutes away and, commuting back and forth. It's just too much. So I hadn't asked for my job back. I was like, it won't take me long to get a new job. So I go on care.com, huge middle finger to care.com. This person messages me and they're like, hey, I'm deaf, I have a daughter, I'm moving cross country, and I need you to take care of my dog. And that's mainly what I was there for because I've had so much experience being a pet sitter that I was like, yeah, I'm a pet sit because duh, and there's this really good money. So I was like, yeah, perfect. She was gonna pay me like $300 or $400 a week and I was like, you must be really well off. Like, and every time I tell this story, I just feel really stupid because I should have seen it coming, but it's because I was so inexperienced with the whole care.com thing. I didn't know this was like a known scam that happens in care.com. It frustrates me so much that this happened to me. Anyway, I accept the offer. He more than likely sent me a fake check. Long story short, all my money was taken out of my account. I was in the negatives like $2,000 and I was like, swell. I love my life. I go to the bank, I ended up having to pay some of it, and then I closed my account and I was free to go, basically. Like, it hasn't shown up on my credit, so I'm not sure how that even worked out, but I paid all that I could and that was it, because I was 100%. I've never been 100% broke. Everybody says I'm broke, but really they got, you know, a couple thousand in their bank account. I literally had negative cents. I've never, oh my god, it was the worst. I was crying every single day. I didn't know, I just felt really helpless. Even if I had a job, it's like I can't even get gas for my car. Like, that's how annoying the whole situation was. But resilience, my friends, resilience. Even if you're not getting scammed, just hang in there, please, because everything will turn up. So cut to a couple months later, I finally got a job. I was working at H&M and I was working at the pet sitting job that I still have to this day. I've been with them for like 2 years, almost 2 years and a half. So I love my job as a pet sitter. I'm never going to stop. How I got out of this debt, my friend let me borrow some money so I can pay rent to my friend. Then I started working, so I was literally busting my ass every single day and I was tired. I was crying. I was frustrated. Eventually I had to move out of my friend's place because I don't know. Honestly, I don't think you can room with friends. It's just really awkward. I started looking for a new place, and basically what you need to know when you want to move out is how much money can you afford a month to pay rent and still be okay. Like, don't be out here spending $800, $1,500 even on a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom or whatever you want, and then not even have enough money to buy yourself some groceries. You know what I mean? You need to be really, really honest with yourself and know how much money you can spend a month and still be okay. At first I was like 500. I'm not budging. It's 500 or nothing. So when I was looking at rooms, I was like, it needs to be 500 or 550 and that's it. I'm not going above 600. I'm just not, because at that point I was still very, very much broke. You need to learn how to budget. It took me a long time. Sit down and be like, okay, this is how much money I'm earning a month. This is how much I can spend on a bedroom or an apartment or whatever you want to, you know, have, and this is how much I want for food. These are all my expenses that I have a month, and what do you have left over? If you didn't save up like me, at least have enough so that when all that money goes away, just so you can fall asleep and be like, I'm okay. Yeah, that's one thing. Then also my credit score just was not. No. The good thing about renting out rooms is that normally they don't really look at your credit score. Well, you have to meet them, like you have to get along at least. Like the roommates that I have now, we all get along, everything's cool. So that's a good thing about renting out a room, because you're not on a lease, so it's not really gonna matter. They do ask for a direct deposit, which means, for example, I pay $650 right now. I need a $650 up front and first month's rent. So make sure you have that before you move in. And if your credit score is really, really bad, just make sure you have extra money to offer as like extra security deposit. So let's say if my roommate was like, oh, your credit score is trash, and I'd be like, okay, well, here's an extra $250. Also, your security deposit you will get back. It's just so that, you know, the landlord or whoever pays the rent can fall back on that, just in case you're late on your rent or you can't pay your rent, which has never happened to me because I'm really good with paying rent. So yeah, for me, those are the basics. Well, you guys asked me some questions, so I'm going to answer those. That's pretty much like the gist of it. So I'm not going to go ham on my entire 2018 because that was a mess. That was a whole mess, I'm telling you. Oh, people ask me like about my room. It's my actual living situation. So I live in a townhouse, kind of live in a suburban area of Maryland, and I've been here since I think like August or like July, something like that, of last year. So I've been here for a minute and I really, really like it. I have a fixed rent, so it doesn't go up or down depending on the utilities, which is really nice. That's another tip. If you are looking for a place to stay, you're not looking for something permanent, make sure everything's included in your rent, because that way you know exactly how much you're spending a month and then you don't have to worry about it. You're just like, oh, this is what I need this month, and if I have it, I'm good to go. Because it really sucks and it'll come up a lot. Like you can join Facebook groups and all of that and it'll be like, oh, rent is $450 plus utilities, which is like another $150 or $170. So it's just like, you're not gonna know until you're in there how much you're really spending. So you need to make sure you know so that you can budget around that amount. Okay. Gina MHB118 said, did you find it hard leaving your family for the first time? And that's the reason I haven't yet. Okay. Yes, it was really hard. I was really excited, but I was sad because obviously I don't have any family left in Maryland. So I was like, that is a little bit sad. Obviously I have all my friends, my boyfriend's still here, so it's not that lonely, but you really got to think about it, because if you rely on your family for literally everything and you're really close with them, it's gonna stink a little bit once you do leave. Eventually you're gonna have to do it, but you can't be afraid of leaving the nest just because, you know, you're gonna miss them too much. I mean, it's gonna come with age anyway. So I suggest you still do it. And you don't have to like move across the world. Like, you can literally just move 10 minutes away. It's just so that you can grow as a person, because shoot, I really grew. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you need to learn now. Krista_Ashley26 asked, did you save up a lot before moving out? If so, around how much? I already touched on this before, but no, I did not save up at all. It was literally, I just said I want to stay here and I just made it work. Obviously it will help a ton if you do have money saved up. I used to be really good at saving my money, and I still am, but because I have so many expenses now, it's really hard. If I didn't save up and I moved out, honey, you can too. Daniela Figs asked, how did you manage developing a healthy style while moving out? Oh, lifestyle while moving out. I love salads, I love rice, I love real food. I really snack like that. I just didn't grow up with snacks. Grocery shopping is tough, to be honest. Everybody's like, make a list, blah blah, but I blank out whenever I'm like, okay, let's make a list. What do I need? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have to see it in order to know whether I need it or not. So I literally pretty much go weekly, because I've learned that buying stuff in bulk doesn't help me and I'm not gonna eat it. So what I do is I go weekly and I spend about $20, $25, because I mainly just buy fruits and vegetables. I buy staple foods. So yeah, I buy things that I really truly will eat, and then if I need something midweek where I'm like, oh, let's try something new this week, and then I just go and buy that separately. But I don't just like, oh, fucking pizza rolls for when I'm bored, or cinnamon bites. Like, that's not in my daily intake. All the staple foods, buy them, and you can make so many things out of that. Also, Planet Fitness is $10 a month. So if you're looking to get, you know, fit and being, you know, in that healthy kick, it's $10. And I think there's like a $35 fee that they take like a couple months later. Other than that, it is $10 a month. So yeah, I think what's kind of scary for people is that now everything's up to you. Like, your mom isn't making you eat healthy. You have to make the decision for yourself. But obviously, like, treat yourself sometimes. It's okay. But now you know that you're in charge. Stefania Di Brato, did I say that correctly? I hope so. Does it get lonely living alone? Yes, 100% yes it does. Even if you have roommates. I try to keep busy a lot, so it's not that bad. Yeah, like, I have a lot to do. And also, me and my mom call each other literally every single day. I obviously do miss her, but she's always kind of there. Like, we're always talking. So I don't know, there's not much room to kind of sit and be like, oh my god, I miss my family. When you're figuring things out on your own, it's so much more exciting and so self-fulfilling. You're gonna be like, I miss my family, but that's okay. I've pretty much gone through all of the questions because they're all pretty much the same. Yeah, that is my video and how I moved out. But just know that if you put your work into it, you can do it. I promise you. I promise you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it helped you out. Follow my Instagram and my Snapchat and my Twitter because I do things on there. And subscribe to my channel. It's free and you get a cookie. And I hope you're having a wonderful day or a wonderful night or whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.